right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Then it goes on to say that you have a right to an attorney if you can afford one, want to be appointed for you, right? That was just fast. If you notice, I just recited all that to him. Okay. First thing is, as a police officer, they can't recite you your rights. They have to read them to you. That's the first thing. So let's just say I read them to you. Do you understand these rights as I read them to you? And you would say,
yes, I do.
Okay. Do you wish to waive your rights to talk to me without your attorney?
No, I don't.
That's it. Okay. No means what?
No.
So you don't want to talk to me without your attorney.
No, sir.
What's your name again?
Lewis.
He just agreed to talk to me.
Oh,
He just agreed to talk to me.
Because he answered the question.
Yes. Yes.
okay.
Was it cold outside when you just came in? I noticed you came in late. Was it cold out there?
I mean,
He just did it again. Didn't he agree not to speak to me without his attorney?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
But he just answered two questions.
Yeah.
You be glad when the service is over?
No.
That's what you do. Be quiet.
We got a question over here, Pastor.
Okay.
Okay, he agreed not to talk to you without his attorney present.
Right.
What should he have done when you asked him his name?
Don't say nothing.
Stay silent.
Don't say nothing.
So after you say you want to talk to him, that's it.
You don't say nothing.
That's the deal.
let me ask you something.
Okay.
So if he do say something, what is your responsibility now, what the police should do?
Well, the police gonna do what he have to do, and that's to get what he needs to put you in jail. So we're gonna put that on the hold. We're gonna come back to that one because that was a good question.
Now, let me ask this. The majority of the time that they're encountered or we're encountered by the police, they don't read us our rights first.
Of course. And guess what? They don't have to.
Say that again.
They don't have to read your
Can
rights.
y'all hear what he said?
But you just
Okay, they didn't hear you, Pastor.
So when we're encountered by the police or stopped by officers, they don't read us our rights first.
No, they don't.
Because they don't have the right to just arrest you.
They don't.
But you can ask them, why am I being detained or why am I being stopped?
That's your fifth.
In a polite way. But once the Miranda, like he said, once the Miranda goes forward, and you need to shut up at that point.
Shut up.
And don't say nothing else. But they've already established a certain protocol before they get to that point. Because they don't come and just Mirandize you first. They try and search your car, they try and get all kinds of information on you before they even read you your rights.
Well, let's take this from a different angle. Because that was excellent that you brought that up. 9 out of 10 times when the police come up to you, the first thing they're going to ask you, are you on probation or parole?
That's it.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know why they're going to ask you, are you on probation or parole?
They have the right to search your car.
They want to know if you're on probation or parole. If you're on probation or parole, they can search your car. They don't need a warrant.
Wow.
They know if you're on probation or parole, then you have no rights. So when they ask you that, they want to know how far can I go and violate this man.
That's right.
Okay, but if they come up to me and ask me, am I on probation or parole? If I'm not on probation or parole, he violated my rights.
Right. There you go.
So therefore, what he needs to be telling me is, and this is what I'm working on when they approach us, instead of asking, I'm trying to, working with some senators, we're trying to make it illegal to ask, are you on probation or parole?
There you go.
Okay? So, as I say, they want to know how far to violate me, so therefore, I need to know what's the nature of your stop.
Right.
Oh, well, are you on probation or parole? Please, can you tell me the nature of the stop, or can I talk to your supervisor?
You don't have to answer that question.
Well, you can give them your name, but you don't have to answer, because if you drive in your car and you're on probation or parole, before he stopped your car, he done ran your license, he done about you anyway. So if you're on probation or parole, he already know. He already going to see how far you gonna try to be deceived deceiving to him.
Right.
So if you're on probation or parole, you already know that you have to talk to him. Right? So if you're not on probation or you're not on parole, when you stop, you ask him, what's the nature of the stop? Okay? And one thing that you, if, you know, we used to say, get the badge number. Sometimes you can't get the badge number. If you can get the badge number, get it. If you can't, don't worry about it. If you can get the number of the car, get it. If you can't, don't worry about it. But what you can get, you can look at that clock and see that it's 6:05, right? Right? You do know that you're on the corner of Main and 90th Street? 89th Street. So if you're stopped by the police, if you remember the date, if you remember the time, and you remember the location, guess what? Because it's a satellite, they can find out what cop car was at that particular location at that particular time, and they can narrow it down to either this cop or this cop.
Right.
And when they start questioning them, let me move you over just a little bit over here. They're not gonna know ahead of time that they're getting questioned.
Right.
And that's because they think that we are so ignorant until we don't know which side is up. Okay, if you're afraid to make a complaint, I'll give you my telephone number before you leave here, and just let me know. Okay? Because we have to start doing what it takes to protect ourselves.
Amen.
That's right.
Okay? We can't wait for something. We can't wait for the government to do it. We can't wait for Sir Johnny come lately to do it. Any change that has to be made, it has to start right here with us today.
Amen.
Individual.
Okay? Now, let's take it a little bit further.
Before you go further, I just want to know, once he's been given the Miranda and he says that he wants to have an attorney present before he talks to you, doesn't that irritate them and they kind of aggravate the boys or the girls and kind of push them towards something else?
They sure do.
So
But guess
what happens in that case?
You have to stand on what's right. Okay? Know that right is going to win in the end.
Okay.
Okay? Because all of this that's going on now, this is nothing new.
Right.
This has been going on for years. Thank God for the technology. We're able to catch some of this stuff right now.
Amen.
Okay? Now, here we go. I'm a police officer, and I'll come and tell him, well, you know, I stopped him and I asked him some questions, and I'm not getting enough information. Do you know that we talk our own selves into jail? Okay, because I'm not getting the information I want, then I'm going to tell them, well, we're going to go down to the station, and if you cooperate, then I'm going to put in a good word with the DA for you. This is the DA. The DA don't know nothing about this man. The DA don't know nothing about you. So when the cop tell you that if you cooperate, he's going to put in a good word with the DA, all he's doing is trying to get enough information from you to put on that police report to send to the DA. So when the paperwork get to the DA is going to be coming on you like you owe him money or you took his money.
All right.
But he can never do it if you simply shut up.
There you go.
Yes, you might get inconvenient. They might take you to the station and detain you for a while, but it's better to be detained for a while than for you to be doing 30 with the nail.
Right.
3 days be 30 years anytime, especially when you know you didn't do anything. Now, don't think that you're so smart that you can always beat the system. One day, you're going to get caught. Okay? One day you're going to get caught. So you know what you do. The DA